everybody, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber and viewer. So if you guys would like to see how I did this really easy install because it was already customized for us, keep on watching because yeah, this is so freaking cute. Getting straight into it, let me show you guys a close-up of this hairline and how pre-bleached and pre-plucked it was and how good that lace looked. Like, it was giving thin and like, yeah. But once it's on my head, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the color. The hairline looks so natural. I love collaborating with WowAfrican wigs because their installs are so freaking easy. Like, I have to put little to no effort in. So since my bald cap was already done for my previous install, and if you would like to see how I achieved that bald cap, you guys can tune into my last video. But yeah, since the wig is on my head now, I'm just hot combing it a little bit to push that hairline back, and then I'm going to get into cutting off my ear tabs. The glue I will be using today is Erica J Hold Me Down glue, and it is in the watermelon scent. And I am just slightly, not slightly, because I low-key put a little too much, as you guys can see by my face. I was like, damn, that was not a thin layer at all. But I finessed it. I just had to kind of scrape it off a little bit and smooth it out as I went. But yeah, you guys, I did 3 layers of this, and I wanted to show you guys the whole 3 layers that I did because yeah, I wanted this to be super in-depth so you guys can see exactly how I do all of my layers. And since I only did 3 layers, I was like, well, why not? I blow dry each layer on a cool high setting. So now that that is dry and completely clear, I'm going to go in with my next layer. And this time I'm going to try to use not as much as I did the first layer, so it can be a little bit less messy and I can just swiftly glide that glue around my hairline with the popsicle stick. When I apply my wigs nowadays, I want to really make sure that I'm getting it at an accurate level for my hairline, like placement wise for my wigs, because I notice when I really focus on that, my wig installs always come out really natural and looking good the way that I like. So yeah, you guys, I'm really focused on the placement of this glue, and it's really just trying to keep it aligned with the cap and only putting it a little bit above the cap, okay? Not too far in front and not too close to it, but like directly in front of it, and just smoothing it out from there. And yeah, so once that's done, you're going to want to take your wig and push that, not push that glue, but push that wig into that glue. And as you guys can see, I'm using my fingers to really try to see where that glue is so I can align it perfectly with the hairline. To further melt this lace, I'm taking this fine tooth comb and my blow dryer on a cool high setting, and I'm just really pressing that glue into the hairline to ensure the perfect melt. And once that's done, I'm going to be taking my elastic band and wrapping that around the hairline. And in the meantime, I'm going to style this hair. So this wig was already parted in the middle part, so it was literally already looking like that. But since the hair was pushed back, you guys didn't see, but all I had to do was just use my fingers to get it back to how this was and how it came. And I'm just using my hot comb to press this hair out a little bit, and now I'm taking my 𝐾𝐞𝐿 wax stick to help press and flatten out this hair, especially in the back, y'all, because I like the back of my wigs to be super flat and as flat as the front. can we take a moment and appreciate and just admire how good this lace looks? Like, it's giving scalp, like real deal scalp. But yeah, guys, I'm trying to cut it as close to the hairline as possible so that it can look super natural. But yeah, I was taking like little bits trying to make sure it was evenly distributed if that makes sense. Like, I didn't want it to look choppy, but still at the same time I didn't want it to look like a straight line. So yeah, little pieces that don't lay down I just cut off if I feel like it will look better, but if not, I would just take some glue and glue it down. Now, to make this hairline blend more with my skin tone, I'm going to be taking this fluffy makeup brush with some of my RD15 cream foundation, which is also what I use to tint this lace, and just buff it around the hairline. And then once that's done, I'm going to be taking my Ebin Wonder Lace spray and spray that slightly around the hairline, smoothing that out evenly. I'm gonna let this melt for like 8 minutes, and once that's done, I'm going to be taking out my baby hairs. I wish I didn't use this comb, because when I use like an edge brush and the comb side of the edge brush, I can pull out my baby hairs easily. But yeah, this was a kind of a struggle, but nothing too crazy. I pulled them out and they were looking even. That was my main goal, was to make sure that these were even, you know what I'm saying, and looking identical pretty much. So as you guys can see, boom, that's the layout. That's how we're looking. Don't mind that braid that's just sticking out right there, because I was trying to practice the braid before I actually did it. Because yeah, as you guys seen in the beginning, I did a cute little French braid. I wanted to do a what you call it, a fishtail, ain't that what it's called, a fishtail braid, but that was a little too hard. I need to do that like on a mannequin head so I can really do it the way that I want to. But here I'm just taking my Fantasia liquid holding mousse and spraying that around my hairline. I sprayed entirely too much. So once I wrapped it up, I just took my blow dryer on a cool high setting and blow dried that down a little bit. I wasn't too worried about it though, because it's a liquid mousse, so it wasn't going to be crunchy or anything. But yeah, it was all over my face. But getting into this hair, I just layered it a bit in the front. And you guys, do not mind that braid that you guys seen. I was just trying to practice because that's the look I was going for. But anyways, you guys, I'm taking my wand curler and I am just wrapping it around this hair. And while I was doing my hair, I was contemplating, like, do I want to wand curl this whole head, because this wavy wig and this wavy texture was really pretty before I even added curls, as you guys seen. But I wanted this to look super neat, so I went ahead and curled the hair a bit, as you guys can see. And I'm getting better with my curls. I'm getting better. I can't lie. And I'm happy that you guys are witnessing me like practicing these curls, because when I get great, oh, it's gonna be a good time for us, okay? But yeah, you guys, that's all I am doing here. And like I said, the wavy texture of this hair originally was super pretty. So if you guys didn't want to add curls, you definitely don't have to. You can do a half up, half down side part, add a little mousse to it, add a little water, whatever you want to do. Leave it wavy, because it was cute. Like, don't sleep. But yeah, since this wig is 13x6 deep parting, you can literally do anything with this wig. And if y'all don't listen to me ever, at least like purchase this wig or try out WowAfrican's pre-customized, pre-bleached, ready to wear wigs, because if you can master the install part of it, the foundation, like the plucking, the bleaching, all that, you don't have to worry about. And baby hairs are super easy to do when it comes to pre-plucked hairlines, because you know, they're just going to look good. Like, every time I install a wig that's pre-plucked and pre-bleached, especially from WowAfrican, I have little to no problem. So yeah, this wig is super beginner friendly, or for anybody that just doesn't care to customize their wigs, or you know, doesn't know how to. But yeah, you guys, continuing on with these wand curls, I had to put on a glove, y'all, because I was burning my finger, and I'm like, I don't have time for that, because that stuff lingers. Like, I don't have time for my fingers to be burnt up. But yeah, just wrapping this hair around. I didn't take every strand of this wig, but I did take mostly all of it. So I really liked how these curls came out. I wish that I used Bio Silk before I added curls so that it could tame a little bit of this frizz, but that's okay. That is all right because it still came out super cute. But now I'm going to get into this braid. I'm not going to explain what I'm doing, y'all. I'm just trying to braid it like loosely so it won't be looking stiff, but I ended up redoing this braid anyway, so this is kind of just a test braid again because I wanted this braid to look really good. Like, you can't mess this up. So yeah, this was just my first little trial. I ended up actually doing it again, but for the meantime it looked pretty cute. But anyways, let's get into these baby hairs. I'm just cutting them off with these small scissors here. And to get my baby hairs at the perfect length, I noticed when I cut them directly above my eyebrow and keep it at that length, they look super good. So that's what I did here, and I'm doing the same with my sideburns, making sure that they're not too long, not too short, but the perfect length, basically aligning that with the end of my ear. And then I'm taking my Pro Kiss Professional 1/2 inch curling iron and curling my baby hairs upwards for the front, and then my sideburns under because I like that look a little bit better. But yeah, getting into these baby hairs, I'm taking Nairobi holding foam, wrapping foam, and I am just trying to make these baby hairs baby hair. But that comb side on that edge brush was too, like, not thick but too wide. I wanted something thinner, so I took this edge brush, and then I noticed, like, dang, this side is super thick, so I went ahead and plucked some baby hairs out, and then I tried to redo them and mimic it to the left side because I do notice that left side be eating a little bit more than the right side. So I was trying to get that mimicked. There was still a thickness difference between the baby hairs, so I just pulled some baby hairs or some more hairs into the baby hairs on the left side, cut those off at the same length, curled those the same way, and then added those to the baby hairs. And yeah, that helped a lot because then it looked a little bit more together than having one side super thin and the other one thick. So yeah. So since we used foam for the baby hairs, I went ahead and wrapped them up so that they can dry down. And I'm layering this hair a little bit more so it can look more, you know, flowy, fluffy. And I didn't redo this whole braid. Actually, I just redid that bottom half. And I noticed when I pull a couple of strands accidentally, but still kind of intentionally, from like the hair, it kind of, like, I don't know how to explain it, but made it a stitch braid a little bit so that it was staying still, which I liked, you know, that looked good. So that was the finishing of the styling part. And now I'm taking my RD09 Ruby Kisses Cream Foundation, and I am getting this part looking clean. I did not have to pluck this part at all. And when I'm doing this, I'm really trying to make sure that I keep it still and super precise. And I even like to take it further into exactly where that lace is and kind of on my skin so it can look super natural. Then what I do is I just blend that out with my finger, and it looks so good. Like, I love, y'all, this is my favorite part because it ties everything together. But this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and learned something from this. Make sure to check the description box for more information on this hair, as well as coupon codes with my name, and I will see you lovely people in my next one.